And in other education matters in Jamaica, the parliamentary opposition is expressing concern about the education sector. Opposition spokesperson on education, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, is particularly dissatisfied with aspects of the latest National Education Inspectorate NEI report, which has highlighted weaknesses in the sector. According to the 2015 NEI report, some public primary and secondary schools are still not demonstrating quality leadership and management styles. The report states that 38% are failing to deliver the required outcomes based on the lack of the unsatisfactory leadership. The report adds that nearly half of the schools are located in St. Thomas, Portland, and St. Mary.
It highlights the serious problem of equity that we have in our schools and in our education sector. Our children, just because they are born far from centers of economic activity, should not be disadvantaged in this way. We have got to use this data to focus strongly on these schools, not just schools in strict urban areas, to ensure that all our children have access, equal access to good quality education led by good quality leaders in schools delivering for their educational needs.
Meanwhile, the NEI report also demonstrates that some students are still lagging behind in critical subject areas. The report outlines that 78% of students are performing below the national average in mathematics and English.
We have 78% of our students below the national average. 78% in English and math below the national average, and 16% at the national average. So you recognize what a very small percentage of our students are doing well and are doing excellently. We have to promote excellence. We know that Jamaican children have one of the largest capacities for excellence and creativity. Our schools need to do better in bringing this out.
And the Shadow Education Minister also commented on the death of 11-year-old student Akela Lewis of the Prickly Pole Primary School in St. Anne. The incident took place on September 18. It's alleged that the child fainted on the school grounds last week. However, her death drew national attention after it's reported that she was a part of a protest on the school grounds during school hours. The protest was staged against the Member of Parliament, Southeast St. Anne, Lisa Hanna. The situation also drew the ire of Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites, who terminated with immediate effect Vinette Rob Odman as chairman of the Prickly Pole Primary School. Senator Smith says the opposition isn't taking any sides. However, she says school officials must be educated on the importance of obeying school policies.
That we, the opposition, are not drawing any direct connection between the tragic death of Akela Lewis and the protest alleged to have taken place. We're not drawing a direct connection. Our concerns as opposition are related to the issues of leadership that occur at different levels in relation to this matter. We have said, and we will repeat, that it is very sad that this young girl died on a background of so many allegations and counter-allegations and negativity. And we think that it's time to start to leave her out of these issues so that her family and her school friends can mourn. We think that the Parenting Support Commission should intervene in the community and should give sessions to parents at the school and within the broader community to emphasize the importance of class time, why it is that there may be a different way to consider, to think about the decision that you make if you're going to take your child out of school for any reason whatsoever.